Hi everyone, it's Renee from Lovely Lavender Wishes, and I hope you're having a gorgeous and blessed day today. I figured I would take you along to work on the journal that my husband asked me to do. Y'all, this is the first time my husband has ever asked me to do anything for him. And I had this, like a craft for him. So he's asked me to do a lot for him, but not a craft. But he saw my, let me grab it. He saw my steampunk journal, and we both love steampunk. We dress up and do Renaissance fair and do a few things with steampunk. But he saw this, and I found this journal in the garage on my bookshelf. It's this leather journal. I was thinking, well, maybe I could do something with this. And he saw it, and he's like, can you make a cover for me? So I have a few items left over, some gears and some chain and a few like ephemera pieces left over from my steampunk journal. So I figured, well, I might as well do a cover. I asked him what he wanted. He said he just wanted something basic, like just some gears, a little bit of chain, and maybe some of the thread through here. Nothing on the back, nothing on the side, nothing on the inside. He wants to keep this for notes. So he wants to be able to put it on a table. I'm going to get him a really cool, maybe steampunk type pen or something. This one came with this, which is cool as well. It looks like it's made out of a stick. But I'm going to get him like a steampunk themed one to put in here. It does have this monogram on here, but he said he didn't mind. He doesn't care if I cover that up or not. It doesn't bother him at all. So I figured I would take you along. You can just kind of craft with me. So let's make sure I am in screen here. So like I said, I just had a few items left over from my steampunk journal. And I was thinking kind of like what I did here with the eyelets and the thread. I would do the same thing down here, but he wanted the gears up here. And he doesn't want all this hanging chain. He just wanted a little bit of chain because this would kind of get in his way if he's moving this around. So let's see what we can come up with. I want this to be perfect for him, but I don't know how it's gonna work with, this is really thick. So I guess we're just gonna try it and see. And if I totally blow it, then I totally blow it. And he doesn't get a journal. We'll get him a different journal, I guess. But let me measure this. Get my scissors. I'm gonna put this down here. So I'm just gonna measure. He doesn't want anything on the spine, so let me cut this. But yeah, so this is the first time he has ever asked me to create something for him that he can use, and I don't know how this glue is gonna hold. This glue pretty much holds everything. This is the 3-in-1 beacon glue that I put in one of these little squeeze bottles. But we shall see. I haven't had a problem with this glue for anything else, so we'll see how it works here. And I need to give myself some room for the thread to go over it. So I'll put that there. And I think I'm gonna put one across the top as well. That should. And I had this piece that was piece of paper that I put glued on chipboard and had inked that I had left over from my journal. And I'm thinking, put that here with one of these rivets. But the rivet is not gonna go through this thick, yeah, it's probably not gonna go through that whole thick thing. So I'm gonna put it through this piece first and then glue that down. That should work. So it'll look like that. I think so. Let me do one thing at a time while I'm thinking about this, so y'all can see how my thought processes go as I'm crafting. Which, as thought processes go, it's kind of scattered and crazy, and I never know which way I'm gonna go. And I think I'm gonna go one way, and then it goes a whole totally different way. And since this is for my husband, I want it to be perfect. But nothing ever is perfect. But I really want him to like it, so I'm hoping it'll turn out the way I have pictured in my head, and it'll be useful for him, and it'll be something that he enjoys. I could always rub that off and clean that off. Okay. So this part I'm gonna have to keep, and I think I'm gonna put some chain along this because he said I could do something here. I'm gonna have to keep that in the back of my head. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna need my hammer. It's gonna get loud and the table is probably going to shake a little bit because the camera is attached to the table. Let me see if I can push it through first. But since this is chipboard, it might not need muscles for this. Actually, it's going through pretty well. Where is, let me push this down a little bit, get it all the way in. And then I just use my pliers to fold these little prongs down. And then I'll hammer them flat if they need to be put flat, but I think these are going in, they're pretty flat. Let's just give it a little. There we go. Okay. So yeah, y'all, I'm so sorry I didn't turn on the camera while I was working on my steampunk journal. I just got in the creative mode and I just kept going and going, and next thing I knew the journal was practically done and there's really nothing new. I don't do a lot of craft with me's videos because you would just be sitting here staring at me, staring at the stuff, wondering what I'm gonna do. It'd be hours of just nothing on the camera because I don't know how most people do those craft with me's and just throw stuff together. I can't do that. I need to at least have a little plan ahead of time because otherwise I would literally just be sitting here staring and going, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. And then it'd be pretty boring for y'all to watch. Okay, so I have these 5 or 6 eyelets. These are the big eyelets from We Are Memories, and people have been asking about how I don't see, these don't have the grooves in the back. So some eyelets, let's see if I have any. Okay, so here, some eyelets, if y'all can see this, I'll bring it up close. Some eyelets have these, do you see those grooves in the back? People have been asking me, like, which eyelets do you use? I use any eyelets I have, actually, but the ones with the grooves in the back, you can see those little grooves. This one, I thought this was a We Are Memories eyelet, and it might be, but I don't see any grooves. So if you don't see the grooves in the back, sometimes when you set these eyelets, they split in the back, versus these that have the grooves in the back. You can barely see that. My camera's trying to. You can see the grooves in the back. When you set those sometimes set. Oh, here's one. So I guess some of these are and some of these aren't. Can you see those, the grooves back here? See those? I barely see them, but they have grooves in the back. So those will set better, I guess, if that's the word. They don't crack versus these. So I'm gonna see if I could find more of the ones. Whoop, where'd it just go? This just went flying. Or here, did it fall on the floor? No. This one does not have grooves. This one does not have grooves. These two do. This one does. So those will set better. I mean, they're all fine, I think, but if you don't want to have it cracked in the back or what have you, the ones with the little grooves in the back, they are a little bit more expensive, and I don't know how you would order them. I know We Are Memories sells these. And then other ones, you know, like these other ones, I don't know who I got these from, but anyway, so that's how you can tell if the eyelets will set better. And, you know, have that nice setting in the back, the little, like the flower, I call it the flower setting when all these like fold over like a little flower in the back versus like maybe when you set it, it splits. Who was it? Paper Outpost did a really great video. The Paper Outpost did a great video on how to use the large crocodile. I only have this one. I don't have the large one, which I'm probably gonna have to hammer because I don't think this one is gonna go all the way to where yeah, it's not gonna go to the top here. So I'm gonna have to use my hammer and it's gonna get really loud. But if you have the large crocodile, she had a video on that and the different styles of eyelets. So it was a really good one to watch. So if you want to, like, you know, figure out your eyelets and how to use a crocodile, I just looked up on YouTube how to use this crocodile because I had it for the longest time and I never used it because I never knew how to use it. And then I watched a YouTube video and then that changed my life. That YouTube video changed my life and now I use my crocodile all the time. So right now I am just trying to figure out where I'm going to set these so I don't like totally go off and make it totally uneven, which I have been known to do. Trying to make sure it's kind of spaced, you know, a little evenly. Let's see. I don't want them too far apart. And the string is kind of gonna do like a V through here. Yeah, that looks good. And then when this is closed, that shouldn't. Okay, so I'm going to put a little mark where each of these were, just so I get a general idea of where I need to punch my holes. I don't measure, y'all. I just kind of eyeball. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. There have been times when I eyeballed things and they turned out totally uneven, but you know, that's the fun part of junk journaling. It's never perfect. Now I have this, look how thick this is, y'all. And it's gonna go through, we'll see if this is gonna go through this. I think this one will. It's gonna be my hammer one that's gonna be a lot harder. Wow, look at that. Easy. I wish I had the large crocodile because the hammer is going to be hard up here, I think. Let's get that out of the... It'll come out eventually, I guess, when I punch the next hole. Come on, there we go. Wow, look how thick that is. Huh. Went right through it. Okay. Hopefully these eyelets will set real well in here. Where's my little... There it is. Nice. Okay, come on. I'll get you out later. Okay, oh, this one's gonna be the hard one. Y'all get ready for some loud noise and some hammering and some... Let's see if this is gonna work. I'll try the first one and I hope this is the right size. Huh? Yeah, went through. Good, okay. Just a little bit more loud noise. Wow, look at that. This is how I always used to do eyelets before the crocodile. I'm sure y'all have done that as well. And then, you know, the family's like, what in the world are you doing? I'm like, I'm crafting. And this is bending. Let me make sure it's all flat. So, yeah, look at that. They went through. Real nice. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now let's get the eyelets in and we'll see how they set. Okay, make sure I got the right setting on this thing. Let's see how it's set. Yeah. See, it's set pretty good. And there's no raised parts. It's totally smooth, so perfect. That's all I needed. Just didn't want it to be all jaggedy in the back. Didn't want to poke in anybody. Sometimes if you do have that situation where it's poking in the back or whatever, I just take my hammer and hammer it down. Or, you know, you can put a piece of paper over it or something, you know, put a piece of ephemera over it. But a lot of times you can just hammer it down. But these are set in real, like, flush. I'm not feeling anything, so that's perfect. Okay, now I think this one I'm going to have to go back to my hammer because my eyelet's not, my crocodile isn't going to reach. And I don't know if I did the right hole. I got to, like, jam it in there. I might have to get a bigger, shoot. I might, let me see if I have a bigger one of these. Might have to do this over, make this hole a little bit bigger. See, it's all trial and error, y'all. Everything's trial and error. But if any of you have never seen this before, this is the old-fashioned way of doing eyelets. Get myself organized, come on. And I might have to redo this paper because it keeps bending because I'm bending the book so much. Let's see. Now let's make sure that that's not gonna be too big. Okay, no, okay. Okay. A little bit more noise. Sorry if the camera is just probably going nutso. There you go. Okay, let's try this again. So this is gonna go in here, and then gotta take this end, put it over your eyelet, and then take your hammer and hammer it flat. It doesn't set as well as with the crocodiles, but I cannot be picky right now. And as you see, sometimes when you hammer, you get this look. And I don't mind it. I might hammer these down a little so I get kind of the same look because it still gives it the industrial feel. But I guess it just depends how hard you hammer. I hammer pretty hard because I want to make sure it's set real well in there. Okay. Last one. Ooh, hold the book down. Let me hammer those a little bit so I can get that look. It's not as, I'll have string going through it. Okay. There we go. Whew. The loud part is over. Okay, let's clear this off. Move this. Okay, make sure I'm still in. I hope I've been in. Let me shift the camera a little. I hope I've been in the. This is what I've been doing. Okay. Okay. What am I doing next? String. String. So I have this brown twine, and I am going to just feed it through these. So back and forth. Ugh, really? Tied this all up. Make sure I got enough of this. There we go. Start again. And now it's starting to fray. So I'm gonna cut that little piece off. It'll fray eventually until I tie it all off. Okay. So this is how I did the cover of my steampunk journal. That little thread part. I'm debating, I wonder if I want to, that might even be better. Give it a little bit more. Hopefully that'll be enough. Again, eyeballing it. Okay, I'm gonna do a double. But now that's gonna be extra hard to get through these. Yeah. struggle to do all this. Okay. Sometimes what I do is, to stop this from fraying, I'm gonna put some glue, my finger, and then kind of glue these two a little together. That'll also make it a little bit easier to feed through the holes. I could always cut that little piece off at the end. Yep, see, so much easier. It's like a shoelace, like the end of a shoelace. So that's my little tip for the day. Put some glue on the edge of your string or whatever it is. So I'm just going back and forth, feeding it through. And then it looks like that. And now I want to make sure that it's all straight and the way I want it. Come on, why is that the wrong way? Okay. Let's try this again. Ah, what happened? The glue came undone. And of course those two are still, there we go. Pull it tight. If I can just get that turned around in the back, that'd be helpful. I'm a perfectionist, y'all. It drives me nuts. There we go, come on, stay. Ah, okay. So I got it the way I want it. Okay, and make sure, why is this one? Why is that one so loose? Bear with me, y'all. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist and it drives me nuts when things are not the way they're supposed to be. Okay, hopefully. Okay, I really don't mind what it looks like on this side because I might cover it with something. So I'm gonna tie this tight and probably put some glue on it. Okay. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I'm probably gonna cut this. I'm gonna make sure this knot is really good. I'll put some glue on this, and then I might put something to cover this. We'll see how it goes. My husband said he didn't really care about that because he's not even gonna be looking at that, but we'll see. That might drive me nuts, so. Okay, so there's that part. Whew. Got that part done. Okay, now, what to do? So, he said he wanted gears up here, like a big thing of gears, and I've got all these gears. Let me lay it out and maybe see like how it would lay. Let's see if I do something like this. Maybe that up top. Let's see. Maybe like those gears going into each other. Let's see, I got this one. That one's a little bit more 3D, so if that sits on top. I like having like it asymmetrical, and maybe this will go on top here. Those two gears. And then I was thinking if I put one of these brads through like one of these holes, or even, I wonder if it would go in, I could do it through that hole with a little bit of chain, because he said he didn't want a lot of chain. Like, not a lot of hanging chain. And I got these gears. So let's see, if this is closed like this, I always have to like think things through as to like, how is it gonna lay and how is it gonna sit, and if we put another brad through that little one, and then this goes from there to there, I have a little bit of hanging chain. Or maybe if this goes from here to here, or maybe this will just go like over the letters, kind of block those letters a little, the monogram. And the chain would kind of go from there to there. Y'all, I need your help. What to do, what to do. See, this is why I don't do craft with me, is because then it's just like, what do I do? Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna go with. That is what we are going to go with. So that gives me a little bit of chain, not too much. It's got the gears. Okay, so the next thing, let's glue this stuff down without me messing up how it looks. Okay. So this was the first one down. And then we're gonna have to kind of let this probably sit overnight. Make sure it's glued really well. And then tomorrow I'll have to check it to make sure that it's, you know, really on there. Where is my paper towel? Of course I didn't bring any paper towel in. Wipe that off. But yeah, this is, I'll be excited to see my husband's reaction once it's all done. And once it's dry, and see if he likes it. I hope he likes it, y'all. I hope he likes it. To clean it all up and just get it all sparkly for him, and get the pen that I'm gonna put in here. I gotta get online and maybe see if I can find something, or I was gonna maybe even make one with some gears or something. I think Bohemian Crafting did a gorgeous, she makes the most incredible things, but she, I think on one of her old videos, her past videos, did like a steampunk pen, or did something, and I don't even know how she did it. I wonder if she's got, I don't know if she's got like a YouTube video on it, a how-to video or not. I'll have to kind of look it up and see. Let's see how those two gears like kind of in the gears of each other, if that makes sense. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. It's in the afternoon here, and the light isn't the best coming through here, and I don't have my my big bright lights on. I just have the light above me, and I'm making a mess and getting glue everywhere, but that's what I always do. Always get glue everywhere. That's a crafter for you. You're not a crafter unless you've got glue everywhere. I forgot how I had this. How did I do this, y'all? I kind of like that on top. I wonder if I should do, no. Or should I put this one out here? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I like that a little bit better. You're probably all like, no, do it this way. That's why I really wish it was more of a interactive thing versus just, you know, filming and uploading it. And I would wish it could be a little bit more interactive. I guess that's what people do, the live ones. But I could not do that. Do live and be crafting and be looking at comments at the same time. Oh my gosh, I'd get nothing done. I wouldn't, I'd be so distracted. I don't think I could do that, y'all. I could barely do this and film and talk and craft at the same time. It's too difficult. That's why I don't do these craft with me's. I'll do something like if y'all want me to show you how to do something, please let me know. Because I can do the how-tos, like I can get it all together and show it to you, you know, do like a how-to video or a process video. If you're like, how'd you all do that? You know, I could show you that. But if I'm just kind of crafting away, I just kind of get in my zone and I get real quiet and I just, you know, I put my music on, I just start crafting, and it's too hard for me to try to, you know, comment on stuff, craft at the same time, and try to figure out what it is I really want to do, because like I said, my brain's going all different directions trying to figure out, do I want to put it here? Do I want to put it here? Or how do I want this? Or then I got in my head like all the different ways that I want it to look like. And of course, it probably won't turn out the way I have pictured in my head, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm always just as surprised as everybody else at the end. I was like, wow, that is not what I had pictured, but hey, it worked. It turned out. I think I'll move that over there. The good thing about this glue is you can just kind of go in and rub it all off when you're done. And this is why I've got glue everywhere, all over my fingers. I need better nails too, so I can get in here and okay, this is gonna take probably a little while to dry, but we'll try to do our other work as while it's drying, but we'll see. We'll see if anything starts falling off. I just wanna make sure this is gonna stay on really well, because when he's, you know, throwing this around, and because, you know, he won't be careful with it. He'll just be tossing it on the table or whatever, throwing it around. Wonder if I should put some gears hanging down from here. I could ask him later. Now that I see these strings hanging down, that looks pretty cool. Wonder if he'd want me to. I don't know if that'll be distracting. I'll have to ask him later. I might keep these strings here and then maybe either hang some gears off the bottom or some chain or something. I don't know. I'll ask him. We shall see what he wants me to do. Okay, so where's my knife? Okay, so I am going to, what did I say? Was I gonna put the chain here or here? And then here, in that little hole. Would it be better from out there? No, I'm gonna do it from the middle. Okay. Okay, made my decision. Okay, so now what I need to do is get a hole through here. Ugh. Without shifting these, and get a hole through here. Man, y'all, this cover is so thick. Okay, I think it went through. We shall see if it went all the way through or not. Maybe not. Looks like it did. I feel it. I feel it. It did go through. It's just trying to get the brad through here. Yep, I feel it went through. Okay, come on, Brad. You can do this. You can do it. Ah, yes. Oh, but you know what? now I gotta take it out because I need to put, see, this is what happens when I'm not thinking. Gotta put the chain, there we go. There we go. Now let's put the chain through this one. And then get the brad through this one. Come on, where's the hole? Come on, you can do it. Okay, I know it went through. I'm gonna probably have to put more glue there. Come on, why is this not going through? Y'all, I need help. Help. Okay, something's going on. Something is not right. Well, that would be helpful if these were straight. Y'all can see my brads. See, y'all? I'm always having issues. Okay, where is the hole? Okay, let me... I got glue everywhere. This shouldn't be this difficult, y'all. It shouldn't be, but you know. Okay, I am feeling this. It is going through. It is through. Okay, so let's make sure. Right there, go through. It's getting caught on something and I don't know what. We'll get it eventually. We'll just keep trying, keep trying. Okay, it looks like I did 2. Okay, try it again. Start from the beginning. It's right there. I feel it. It is through. Go straight up. Now put this one straight in. You're all laughing at me, I know. I wonder, does this all happen to you? Something that should be super easy. There we go. Something that should be super easy is not so easy. Okay. Look at that. I will probably cover this whole sheet up with something. Or if my husband doesn't mind this, if he doesn't ever look at this sheet, because he'll have, this is just like the first page. I could glue this there. And then when he opens the book, it's just like that. I'll ask him if he wants me to do that. Or we could figure out something here. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, I don't know if that's gonna bother him, having that much. If it does, I could always take out a little bit of this chain and just redo this part. That's easy. So if this is gonna, if that hanging, flipping back and forth is gonna bother him, I can always, you know, shorten that chain. Okay. Whew, okay, let's see, make sure this is all gluing down. What do y'all think so far? Okay, now my other thing, oh, you know what? I had this other chain too. I'm wondering if we want to add, I'm gonna have to take these out and try it again. Add like a shorter piece of that. That actually might be pretty cool. So we have 2 of them. Let me see if I can, yeah, I might do that as well. So now I get to do it all over again. Hopefully I won't have the same issues. Okay, undo. I'm just ripping these chains apart. Trying to figure out how this one goes. Okay. Yeah, I had these little extra chains. Might as well use what I have. Okay, Let's try this again. See, I need to think things through from the beginning. But now that the hole's there, hopefully it'll be really easy to get it in. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just put it through this one if I can. Put it back in. Y'all, I need smaller fingers. I do not have dainty hands at all. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have issues with this one. No, let's not say that. Let's just go easy. There we go. Easy, easy. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. Hope I'm in screen. But yeah, this is how I craft, y'all. Just takes me hours and hours back and forth, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. Let me take just a couple of these off because I have a feeling, that might be a little too hangy, too much for him. If it's hanging off the side of the book. Okay, so let's get this in here. Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Yes, go right through. Yes. Hallelujah. Where's mine? Okay, let's see how that looks. Sometimes I gotta try a couple things to see how it looks. Boy, this cover is really getting a workout, but it's holding up. It's holding up. Okay, there we go. What do y'all think so far? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, move this. And then the other thing I was thinking, because you know, I can't keep it simple. Y'all, I can't keep it simple. I have these extra brads, and so I was debating if I should do one straight down the side or kind of do like a V, so 3 brads, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wonder what that would look like. Well, let's get 1 in at least, because then I know I'm gonna either do a line or 3. So let's get the first one in. Okay, so let's see right about here. Yes, real easy. Went in nice and easy, this one. Okay, so I could either have the chain going straight down like this, and that's what it'll look like, which is okay. Or I could do like, put one here. Where'd the brad go? Put one here. Come on, work with me. Oh boy. Put one there. And then put one in like the same area as that one. That looks kind of cool. And then that'll open. That gives you something on this side versus just straight up and down. I think I'm gonna do that. Well, we'll see what it looks like. cross your fingers. Pray it looks good. Okay, so let's, but I guess once the hole's in, I mean, if I change my mind, you can't really tell it's there, but, and you want it taut, so you want the chain kind of tight, so that's pretty good. Okay. That, and then let's make sure. What is going on with this little one here? Like I said, y'all, I'm a perfectionist and it drives me nuts when things are like all twisted and what have you. Okay. Let's see. Kind of straight. That's straight. Let's see, how far is that from the top? Right about here. Like I said, y'all, I just eyeball. I don't measure. Sometimes I measure, but most of the time I don't. I just eyeball it. Make sure it's taut and kind of straight. Doesn't matter if it's gonna twist a little bit. Still got glue everywhere. And let's see what this looks like. Let me get this. I just have to adjust that. But where'd my, so I'm gonna pull this one off. And then I'm gonna twist this one so it makes this a little tighter and taut. Or I might have to eliminate one off that. Let me see. Yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to eliminate one little it looks like it's coming off for me already. There we go. Okay, let's straighten this out. It looks like I got two off. Hopefully this will be enough now. Hopefully it'll be. Like I said, this I got this chain from Amazon. It's not the strongest chain, so it will come apart on you if you're yanking on it a lot. But for projects like this and junk journals and little things like that, I think it's good. There we go. Well, y'all, there you have it. I'm gonna get a different kind of pen. So this was in here before, but I'm gonna get like a steampunk or like a cool maybe like a steel type pen or something for here. I'm gonna ask my husband what he wants me to do with this before I cut this off, because he might want some gears hanging down or something here. We'll see. I'll see if this is too much for him, this chain, but it's not hanging below the book, so it shouldn't get in his way when he's putting it on the table or whatever, when he throws it around. There's nothing on the spine. He didn't want anything on the spine. He didn't want anything on the back. But he did want the gears and a little bit of chain, and that's what it looks like when you open it. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this inside part. I might just leave it like this if it doesn't bother him, or if he wants me, I can kind of glue that to there. It'll cover it, or I can even put something else here that he might want. But we should just see what he wants me to do with this. I think I should have something hanging, because it's always cool to have something hanging out of your journals, but that's just me and my junk journaling. That might annoy him, having anything hanging, so I'll ask and see what he would like me to do with that. But there you go. This is for my husband, y'all. When he gets home tonight, I am going to show it to him, and hopefully he'll like it. But thanks y'all for crafting with me. I don't know what I'm gonna be working on next. I still have a few other ideas of what I'd like to do, but we'll see. We'll see where the crafting, you know, inspiration leads me. So thanks y'all for joining me today. I'll let you know what my husband thinks in our next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.